Alright, Mula gang, so I got a story time for y'all. I just did a reaction, and this reaction video actually made me think it reminded me of this story time that happened. So this when I was living in Atlanta, right? So for everybody that don't know, I moved to Atlanta in like 2020. I stayed there for 2 years. I moved to LA from Atlanta in 2022. Then I moved from LA to Miami in 2023. So I was in Atlanta for 2 years. I was in LA for 1 year. I've been in Miami for going on, what, 3 years. So look, this is what happened. So we in Atlanta, right? So at this time, as soon as we moved to Atlanta, we ended up in the hood on Bro Grave. As soon as we moved to Atlanta, we ended up on Oakland City on Oakland Avenue, I think it was, right next to Lil Baby car shop. Lil Baby got like this little garage car shop right there in Oakland City, and right in the middle on the street. We was right there. That was the first day we came to Atlanta. We linked up right there with some that we was doing business with, some up and coming rappers and shit like that. So that used to be rolling with Gucci Mane, but that's a whole nother story for another day. So we end up meeting another, I ain't gonna say no names, we end up meeting another. So this basically what happened. So we go to the club one night, right? We went, I don't think the club even open in Atlanta no more, but it was called Diamond Strip Club. Diamond Strip Club. It was right off the E-Way. I don't know Atlanta like that. I don't know what street it was on, but it was right off the E-Way. It was Diamond Strip Club, right? So we go to the club, right? So I'm with my big homie. He from Atlanta. He used to run with Lil Baby. He was one of Lil Baby homies. I'm with him. I'm with his aunt. I'm with his little brother. It's me. It's this girl that they was messing with or came with or something. And it's my main man's G-Dot. If y'all real Mac Mula fans, y'all know G-Dot. You feel me? That's my main man's best friend, brother, all that, right? So we pull up to the club, right? So we done been to this club a few times, all right? So at this time, don't got no gun on me. G-Dot, no gun on him. But we had like 2, 3 guns in the car with us, you know what I'm saying? So we pull up, we park in the valet, we go inside the crib, inside the club, regular. So at the door, my big homie, the security, he knows security. Security take his gun for him. He put his gun in like this little safe, like this little, you know, like this little safe, like a lock safe for him. He put it in there. He let us in the club. Everything going good, and I'm gonna try to find the footage because it's on one of these SD cards, but I ain't seen that shit so long. I might have threw that away. I don't know. So we go in the club, everything regular, right? Long story short, I think a fight break out. So why did this fight break out? Basically, my big homie, we gonna call him Nico. All right. So Nico, when we get to the club, everything going good. He throwing money. He having a ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm recording him, making sure he got his content. We doing our Thug Deezy, right? So one of his homies, or one of this that he knew, and we had kicked it with this. We had been around this, shooting dice in spots and trap houses and all that. So I knew of him. I knew him enough to see him in the mall and shake his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe. So he walked up to my homie Nico, and he like pressing him though. Like he in his ear like mad. But they homies though. And I ain't really peep it like that. I'm standing on the side right here. I ain't really peep it like that. You hear what I'm saying? So once I did peep it, I'm like, he kind of aggressive, but that's bro. Like, you feel me? We cool. Like they probably just playing around. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like in his face, they kind of like arguing. They not getting physical. They not like over yelling. The music loud as the lights going. You know how the strip clubs be. So they not like over yelling. So I ain't really thinking nothing of it, but I'm watching them though. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden, the nigga that was pressing my homie Nico, this basically what happened. So my homie Nico ended up buying a gun from a nigga off the street. That was this other, we gonna call him Zach. The other nigga, Zach, somebody stole Zach gun and sold Zach gun to Nico. So when Zach seen Nico's gun, he like, it's my gun. You know what I'm saying? So he thought Nico stole the gun. Stay with me now. He thought Nico stole the gun. Nico bought it off another that stole the gun from Zach. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically what they arguing about, is like that. Out of nowhere, it's this short little kind of like chubby, stocky standing behind Zach as he pressing my man's Nico. The short little come out of nowhere, pop Nico in the mouth. Boom! Talking about jaw all the way over there. Nico ate that, came back around, swang. So now they going at it. Nico, little brother, standing right next to him. So they flooding him. Bing, my homie G-Dot, he jump on Zach. He hitting Zach with the yee. It's going down in the club. So at this point, I'm like, whoa. So I get my little few swings in because I don't know what's going on at this point. You feel me? I had literally looked down. I looked up and was fighting. Like, it was just that quick. Like, I looked down, looked at some shit. I don't know what was going on. I looked down, looked up. It was a full-blown fight. So by the time I get over, I'm looking like, oh, who do I go help type shit. I see Nico. At this point, he by himself. So I run over there to Nico. I hit this as hard as I could. Hand hurt. And I'm like, I don't know if I keep doing that. So at this point, the fight kind of breaking down, security getting in between us, right? I grab my homie G-Dot's shirt, pull him. I'm like, we got to go. Because I'm thinking, like, they finna shoot this up. You feel me? Like, I'm the first thing I'm thinking, like, is they finna shoot this up. And, gang, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got real PTSD, you know what I'm saying? And one of my biggest fears is getting, like, a shootout happening in, like, a small control room, like a club or a party. Because there's so much going on, bullets flying in this little ass space. We not even outside. The bullets can't travel. I'm ready to go, you know what I'm saying? So, at this point, the security start breaking it up. I grab my homie G-Dot. We hit the door. We hit the door. We moving backwards, though. Like, we walking backwards at this point, right? So, my homie Nico go to the front of the security. He go try to get his gun back. That's the first thing he think about when we hit the door. Nico like, I need my gun. They just fought me in the club. I need my gun right now. You see what I'm saying? So, security not trying to get Nico his gun. Why? Because security is in cahoots with this Zach. Security told Zach that Nico had his gun. So that's why the fight broke off in the first place. That's how this Zach even found out that Nico had the gun. So now the fight go out, Nico go outside. We trying to get his gun back because we don't know what they own at this point. I ain't gonna lie, we low-key just whooped their ass in the club. You know how it be, folks. You feel me? So we don't know what they own, so we trying to get his gun immediately. Security not trying to come off the gun because security already gave the gun back to Zach. So if the security gave the gun back to Zach, Zach got the gun in the club, we got to go. So everybody get in the car. We was like 2 cars deep at this time. Everybody we roll with, we get in the car, we get in the truck, we press on. Like I said, Diamond Strip Club. If y'all from Atlanta, y'all know it was right off the freeway. So we hop straight on the E-way, right? So we hitting the E-way, like we hitting the E-way. Whole time we hitting the E-way, we in a car like these. We in a car like that the whole time, making sure nobody following us, right? So it's this little small gray car, super black tints. We get on the freeway, we probably on the freeway like 10 minutes. My Nico driving. I'm in the back seat. Nico, little brother in the back seat. Me, G-Dot in the back seat. So it's 3 in the back seat. It's a girl in the front seat. Okay. We see this car and that like creeping. It's creeping. Like it's getting closer, then it's like slowing down. It's getting closer, then it's like slowing down. But it's like dark ass tense. We all looking back, except the driver, Nico driving. We all looking back like these. I see one of the windows go down. I say he just dropped his window. Without no hesitation, this Nico brother hang out the side of the car. We on the freeway going like 100 miles an hour. He on outside of the car like these, busting at the. I'm standing right next to his brother, so I'm grabbing him because we going 100 miles an hour. He hanging out the window like this right here. Shoot, you feel me? I'm grabbing him because I'm like, bro, we going fast as hell. Like you hanging out the car like that. The whole body out the car. Shooting. He shoot like 5-6 shots on the E-way, right? And so the car slowed down and we press on. We get all the way back to the trap house. The trap house is like on, I ain't gonna say like, you know, where it was at, but it was right off Flat Shows Road. If you from Atlanta, you know that's like the east side of shit. So we like right down the street from the Hamp. If y'all know the Hamp, the projects, y'all know the Hamp, then y'all know what I'm talking about. Somewhere over there, you feel me? I forgot what else over there. I don't know. It's that area like Young Nudie and them used to be over there. I forgot. It's like a chicken spot over there. He be talking about his songs. I don't know what the chicken spot is called. I'm not from Atlanta. I don't know. We end up over there, right? So as we going into the apartments, we see the same car again. So remember, it's like 2 more in the car plus the that Nico brother had. So I get a gun. I forgot who else had a gun. Whatever. I'm like, give me that. I don't listen. I ain't listen to shit. I ain't no gangster, but don't push me. No, what he say? I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I'm not gonna lie to you. At this time, I'm scared. Heart beating through my chest and out my ass. I am ready to go home. I'm not even from here. We left our car over here. You see what I'm saying? It ain't even really no reason for me to be beefing with the. Like, yeah, we homies, but we work together. You feel me? I knew you for 2 months. I ain't ready to die about you, nigga. You feel me? Like, this ain't like I'm in Chicago. These my best friends I grew up with. This a beef that's been going on. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. At this point in time, all that shit about Nico and his gun and Zach gun and all that, I don't know none of this at this time, gang. All I know is some niggas fighting. I helped the nigga I came with. A shootout happened on the damn freeway. I'm pretty sure they was busting back. They just hitting the ground. Like, them just hitting the street. Like, they wasn't hitting no car at all. Like, it was no shots hit our car, but we did hear some sparks at a point, right? So we pulling in apartments, that same car. We see that same car. Well, we think it's that same car. We see them like creeping down the block, right? And so at this point, we get on point. So we all watching the car cut its lights. When the car cut its lights, okay, it's finna go down. You feel me? So it's three guns in the car. I think one of them out of bullets. So now it's two more guns in the car. I got one of the guns. Like I said, I'm scared. Listen, I've been in situations like this before, but I'm not the tough, bro. I am scared. I'm about to shit myself, pee, throw up. My heart about to come out my ass. It's bad. You see what I'm saying? So I got this. I'm gonna handle my business. Like, I'm still a man, bro. I'm not finna die on Flat Shows Road in Atlanta. My second year. I'm not this. I think we was only living here. We moved in like October. This like November, December. Like, we lived here for 2 months. I'm not finna get in Atlanta my second month living here over some shit that I don't even know what the fuck is going on. At this point, I don't know what's going on. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know these niggas like that. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to go to jail about this shit at all. You feel me? I'm like 22 at this time. I ain't been in a street situation since I was like 17, 18. You feel me? So it's been 4 years removed. I've been in the crib locked in trying to blow up on YouTube. Like, I'm not trying to, I ain't on no type of nothing, folks. Like, I ain't did nothing in the streets. I ain't hung out on no block. I ain't sold no drugs. I ain't did nothing illegal. I ain't had no gun on me. I ain't did nothing illegal in over 4 years. Like, I'm cool, gang. The mistake we made, though, was at that point, we was trying to push our business out, and our business, we was working with rappers, basically. We was working with a lot of up-and-coming rappers in Atlanta, and they was paying us every month to, like, help push their Instagram and push their social media and all that shit. So that's what we own. I'll reiterate this shit again. I'm not trying to die at all. So the apartments we pulling into, it got like a little gate. So we pull into the gate. We see the car. The car end up parking. So we all hop out. We all got our guns up. Now, at this point, not gonna lie, I'm ready to shoot because we in a dead end. We through the gate. These on outside of the gate. So regardless of what the fuck happened, if we want to go somewhere, if we want to leave, if me and my man G-Dot want to go back to our crib, we have to come out of this gate. You see what I'm saying? So now it's to the point where we got our backs against the wall. It ain't nothing else to do, but you feel me? So we kind of like get out. We hop out the car super quick. We run around the other side of the apartments. It's like nothing over here but a big ass brick door and some grass. We run over there. We kind of like peeping the scene. Them don't get out the car, but they shut their lights off at this point. So they park. They sitting there for like 5-10 minutes. So we go on the trap. We go on the spot. So we go on the spot. It's like 2-3 other in there. I think Nico brother was in there. One of Nico homies. Another one of Lil Baby homies was in there. I think he's still kicking with Baby to this day. But like I said, I ain't saying no name. So we go in there. We tell them what happened, right? So we bounce out. We kind of looking through the window and shit. After we look through the window, after a while, we don't see the car no more. So now we on some shit like, okay, we got to get the fuck out of here, but we got to make sure we can make it out of here because we don't know if the car spit the block. We don't know if them niggas creeping around. We don't know if them niggas seen us go in the spot. We don't know nothing. We don't know what's going on at this point. So we all come out. We get every gun they had in that trap, gang. We get every gun they had. Every man came. It was probably like 6-7 of us. Every man came out there with a gun in their hand, cocked and ready to blow. You feel me? Because at this point, it's life or death. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, even though I ain't got shit to do with the situation, I know I'm with this. So I can't get up. There's no way for me to get away from this at this point without my life being in danger. So I have to have this. And the whole time we going down the stairs, I'm telling myself, like, it's gonna be me or them, nigga. It's gonna be me or them. It's gonna be me or them. It's gonna be me or them. Like, that's what I keep saying in my head. Cause like I said, bro, I ain't no tough guy. I ain't never been no killer. I ain't never been no tough guy. I never been over gangster. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I found myself in these situations. Now that I'm 27, I can reflect. I found myself in every street situation, every hood situation I've been in my life, gang, whether it was life or death, freedom or jail, whatever the case was. I always was getting into it, and was always trying to hurt me because of the I was hanging out with. Nobody ever tried to hurt me because I ain't did nothing to nobody for real. Only thing I did when I was a teenager was I sold a little loud, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I can get my hands on, I sold it, tried to make me a little bit of money, go get me some Air Force Ones, go to the movies, go to the Martin Luther King skating rink, shit like that, bro. I ain't never been no that's tough, running up, robbing everybody and shooting everybody and going on live, taking pictures with the gun like this right here. Like, I ain't never been that. Man. I always wanted to do YouTube. I don't want to be this. Y'all going to jail getting smoked and shit. Like, I ain't want to never do that. You feel me? But circumstances just end. Like, I just ended up in these situations, bro. Long story short, we come outside. We stay there for like 5-10 minutes. We search every nook and cranny in that entire parking lot. We don't see these. We assuming they left. So at that point, since we safe, we go back up to the trap. We kind of let shit die down. That was pretty much the end of that night. So that was not the last time we ended up kicking it with them. We hung around them probably for like another 3 weeks. And then we was like, man, we cool. Because we noticed that, me and G-Dot noticed that we stopped hanging out in the hood. We stopped doing all type of hood, you know, in Chicago. And we stopped doing that for 3-4 years. And then we moved to Atlanta and got right back in the hood. So it's like we learned from our mistakes. And we right back in the hood because that's where these rappers at. You know these be rapping. You know how these rappers be before they blow up, bro. They be rapping, but them be street. Like, they be in the street every day. They be in the hood, on this hood, on that hood, on this hood, on this block, on that block. So it's like we realize we can't keep coming to the block. We making this mistake because we trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do our thug easy. We trying to stack the little money that we is getting, you know what I'm saying, to grow and get better in life in general. But it's like we risking our life doing this shit. You feel me? So that was the only source of income we really had at that point. So we just cut that shit off cold turkey. But yeah, that was the only like real situation we got in Atlanta. And then from that point on, bro, we just like stopped hanging out with them niggas, stopped going over there. We stopped going to the hood in general. And we really locked in the crib. We was probably in the crib for 1.5 years straight. Every day just trying to grind, trying to blow our business up, trying to blow my YouTube up. You know what I'm saying? Grind. That shit popped in the end of 2021. It popped. November 2021, that shit popped. And we was there. We was low key. We stayed in the same apartment. I was making 100,000 a month. My bro now was making 30,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? We were stacking our bread. I think that at that time the apartment was only like $1,600. So I was paying all that rent because I was making more than bro. And I was paying that rent, and bro was stacking his bread. And we were stacking our bread. And then in July, we ended up moving to Atlanta. We moved to LA. We moved to LA before, like, the lease wasn't even up. I don't think the lease was up until October. We moved in July. So I was paying 2 rents. August, September, just August and September. I paid 2 rents like 2-3 times. And then we was in LA, and that was the last time we were in LA, bro. I've never been to the hood in LA. I ain't been to the hood in LA. I ain't been to the hood in Miami. I ain't been to the hood, like the real hood, like hanging out in the hood and nothing like that. I ain't been to no hood in 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? Because of that moment. So that's what I be telling all y'all, all my reactions. Like, if y'all stop going to the hood gang, y'all will stop getting hood results. If you stop being associated at all with the streets, because I feel like most in the hood is like me. You're not no you're not no robber. You just from the hood. You know what I'm saying? You might be associated with these. Them might have killed some of your friends. Your friends might have killed some of them. They know that you hang out with these. So it's like you find yourself in situations because you might be from a place like, let's say, O Block, for example. You might be from O Block, but you ain't never shot no nigga. You ain't never robbed nobody. You ain't never killed nobody. You ain't even on that for real. You just from O Block. Your mama just moved to O Block when you were 6 years old and you grew up here. These just your homies. These just your friends. You know what I'm saying? But when the ops pull up and they see you and they know that you be with these niggas, they might kill you too. So it's like you kind of gotta be, to a certain extent, you kind of gotta be with that at least a little bit. You gotta be willing to defend yourself. You gotta be on point. You gotta know where to go, where not to go, who to go with, who not to go with, what's part of the city to go to, what part of the city not to go to, what restaurant to eat at, what restaurant not to eat at. You feel me? What Harold's, what gas station to go to, what wall. You still gotta be a little bit affiliated. And I feel like most like me, and the best, easiest way to get rid of all that shit is stop going to the hood, even if you can't afford it. Like, you feel me? We moved in Atlanta. We moved an hour away outside Atlanta, literally like 55 minutes outside Atlanta, just to like be cool and calm. And the apartment was cheap. It wasn't like no grandiose type shit. It was a regular little apartment. We were splitting the bills 50-50 at the time, $800 a piece. You know what I'm saying? But that shit kept us out of trouble. That shit kept us alive. That kept us out of jail. You feel me? And we ain't get no. A lot of niggas telling us like, oh, y'all switched up, y'all scared, y'all, you feel me? Y'all ain't this, y'all ain't that. And like, okay, nigga, yes, I'm scared to die at 22 years old. Yes, I'm scared to go to jail for 5 years. Yes, I'm scared. So are you. You just put on a show for everybody. So yeah, that's my advice for y'all, gang. Like, if you ain't really, really, really trying to go to jail or die, which 99% of y'all not, if you ain't ready to go to jail or die, bro, just stop going to the hood altogether. You know what I'm saying? Stack your bread up, get you a job, whatever you got to do, nigga. Work at Walmart, Target, stack your bread up for 2-3 months and move outside the hood, move to the suburbs. It's cheap places in the suburbs. Usually the suburbs is cheaper than the city because it's the suburbs. So you can go find you a little 1-2 bedroom with you and your best friend, you and your little brother, you and your big brother, you and your cousin, you and your main squeeze. You feel me? You can find a 2-bedroom. Y'all can split the rent like that. Work y'all job at Walmart and stack your bread and build your business and build your Instagram or whatever the fuck you gonna do to get rich, or go to college or whatever you gonna do. Go to trade school. You could do that in the suburbs, but at least you ain't in the hood. At least you ain't getting shot at no more. At least can't see you at the gas station and kill you because of who your friends is. You feel me? Real deal. On Fun and Grade. Y'all let me know if y'all like these story times, because I'll bring them back, because there's a lot of story times I didn't tell on my channel like ever. And I ain't told stories in years, bro. So that last time I probably told a story, I probably had less than 100,000 subscribers for real. So we at 8 going on 900K now. So I know a lot of y'all might not know the stories, and a lot of y'all might be with them and shit like that. So I definitely bring y'all at least a few stories a week or something like that until I run out. If y'all want them though, let me know in the comments. You feel me?